So you've created an amazing presentation, or you found one in the library, and now you want to share it with your students. Please note that your presentation does need to be saved before you can share it with anyone. So you might need to click Save Changes if that's what pops up. Go to the slide that you want to share with your students and just hover over. You'll notice there are 3 options. Student paced means that you are giving a link to students to submit asynchronously. They can go through the slide deck at their own pace, however they want. Live participation means that you're with the students and you're controlling their slide deck, and that means that you have control over their screen. You're usually doing this when you're with them at the same time. The live participation plus Zoom option is unfortunately not available to us right now. We do not have a sync with Zoom at this time for Sac City Unified. I want to show you that when you're in self-paced, there are some choices. You can see that I already have a code open here, and I can share this and it will pop open the features screen or the options where I can choose to require submissions. If this is turned on, that means that students need to complete each feature before they move on to the next slide. This makes sense if they're only doing a few slides. You want to make sure they do each one before they move on. However, if this is a longer slide deck and they may be doing it over a period of time, let's say they're doing the first 5 slides and then they go have lunch and then they do the rest, you don't want them to come back and have to redo slides 1 through 5 all over again. So just be aware and thoughtful of turning that on and off. You can also make the code only available for a certain period of time. This can go all the way up to a year. If you make any edits to the slide deck at any time, this code will no longer be valid. So please be aware, and I've done this mistake before, if you edit anything, this code is gone. There is a way to use an alternate link or web address that you can then route to the most current code. I will do a separate video on how to do that. For live participation, you click on live participation, it will populate or it will pop up the code for the live participation. Notice it's always a different code than the self-paced. From here, I can create a link that I can share with students. It does not automatically copy, so you need to remember to click copy before you share it with anyone. You can also send the link directly to Google Classroom. It will ask you which Google Classroom you'd like to insert it into, and then it will create that assignment or material for you based on your personal settings. And now we're in our NearPod. So at this point, you should be able to see if you have students here with you. I don't, but I would be able to see in the bottom left corner how many students have logged in and are with me. So if I have 16 students in my Zoom and I only have 11 students logged into NearPod, then I know that I'm still waiting for a few students. Whenever you're done with your NearPod, you can just click the little NearPod at the top of the screen and end session. I hope that this is helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.